Hi, and thanks for joining us. My name is Daniel Etnoffer, Head of Sales and Customer Success at Servicley. Today, we're joined by Adrian Scalisi from Symbio, and he's going to be sharing some information and details about their implementation of Servicley. So Adrian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I guess first off, maybe from the top, if you could tell us a bit about Symbio, what the organisation does, and more importantly, your role with Symbio.
Certainly. So Symbio is a communications company. What we do is we allow players in the market to completely launch, scale, and run an entire communications business from go to O. I work in the telecommunications as a service division of the business, where we help businesses become wholesale telecommunications companies in their own right. Mm-hmm. And I'm the general manager of operations for that area.
Okay. So as GM of operations, how important is it to have the right tools in place to help the organisation run smoothly?
Yeah, so it's paramount for us. So essentially having the right tools, it has multiple effects on our business. So first of all, from a customer experience point of view, having the right tools creates the right level of customer experience, which makes us more attractive to customers in the market. It also makes us more operationally efficient as well. So if we have the right tools that work properly, we're able to be more efficient with our resources and essentially be able to scale at a much more efficient rate.
In the same vein around tools, prior to Servicley being implemented and being in use at Symbio, what sort of challenges were you facing with previous and existing technology that actually brought you to the market to consider a platform like Servicley?
Indeed. So the main issues that we had were, I suppose, twofold. One was from a usability point of view, both from our customers and also our internal users as well. So I think a key factor for ITSM success is having not only your customers love it, but also your employees love using it as well. Yeah. That was one piece. The other piece was also the complexity in making changes as well. Simple changes would require a development sprint as opposed to configuration, which slowed down our progress in this space.
And just out of interest, you talk about customer experience impacts or long lead times to make changes to platforms and tools. What were some of the impacts of those?
So essentially what we had was we had some instances where customers were actively avoiding our actual platform. Yep. And even some staff members were actually avoiding our platform as well. So we've been able to, I suppose, welcome them back with the Servicley tool. And now with the ability to be able to make a lot of these development changes with configuration as opposed to full-on development, we're able to change things quite quickly, which means we can respond to our needs and also our customers' needs, more importantly, very, very quickly.
Great. When you did make the decision to go to market and look at options, what were the goals and ambitions in relation to finding a new tool and platform?
So in terms of, the goals were, first and foremost, to address the customer experience piece. That was almost like a hygiene factor. Yep. And was a bare requirement for us to proceed. But we were also looking to see what we would be able to use in the future as well. And this is where I think Servicley really shone for us. Not only does it have the ability to perform the ITSM capabilities that we need today, but it also uses artificial intelligence, which is obviously becoming more and more prevalent and will become a key operational factor for us in the future as well. So being able to leverage artificial intelligence in our daily workflows allows us to become more operationally efficient in the future. We've already started to leverage some of this with some of the automatic ticket allocation functionality, which we've seen some great fruit from. And we also have other initiatives in the works as well, which we're looking to deploy in the near future.
Excellent, great. A lot of organisations are looking to tackle problems that have existed in the organisation for a long time with AI and generative AI technology. So it's great that Symbio is embracing that.
Indeed.
So a very important piece to cover off in this interview. Why did you choose Servicley, and what were some of the features, aspects, capabilities of the platform that really swung things in Servicley's favour?
Certainly. So The key, there's a few key points. So there's the ability to use artificial intelligence, which essentially did partially work out of the box as well. And that was for us in terms of being able to ingest and use our knowledge base for suggestive knowledge bases, knowledge articles, I should say, both internally and externally. That was a great feature out of the box. The ability to deploy quite quickly. And remain nimble to changing needs. That's something that was of great benefit and will be of great benefit for us in the future as well. And the ability and the ease of use. Again, coming back to that customer experience and that employee experience piece, it's got to be easy for everybody to use. So we've kind of hit it in all three areas. Our employees, our customers, and also our developers find it very, very easy to use and work off, which has made the deployment of Servicley a great success in this company.
Yeah, that's exceptional to hear, especially when you look at it from a employees, customers, and developer perspective, because every leader says that people, it's their most important asset to a company. So making those developers, customers, and users happy is going to have to be paramount to any technology selection.
Exactly right.
So how was the implementation process with Servicley?
Look, I think this is where where the platform that you offer crosses with the capability that comes from the Servicley staff as well, where we're obviously putting rubber to the road and making it sing, as it were. What I found was that the Servicley team was very, very knowledgeable. Like these people were all industry veterans, and were able to help us deploy quite quickly and very, very successfully an out-of-the-box solution that got us up and running in 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Which, for deploying a standard set of ITSM tools is quite unimaginable, and I didn't think it was even possible. But we were able to get there, and we were able to do it confidently with the tool and also the capability of the staff from Servicley as well. So it was a great experience.
Excellent. Amazing to hear. So when you communicated up to the executives that you'd selected a platform like Servicley, but more importantly, it was going to take 7 weeks to implement, what was some of the feedback? Was it like, are you sure? Are we missing something here?
There was a bit of sense of if I'd gone mad or not. There was a bit of a question in that sense. But I did have the full support, and also our internal staff as well really rallied behind the implementation of this tool. So it wasn't just Servicley; it was obviously our internal staff that worked very, very well with the Servicley team, and it really became honestly par excellence in terms of ITSM deployment. I've never seen anything so quick and smooth, including even a customer portal. It's just unheard of. And had it not been for the right staff on both ends and also the right tool that had the right capability, it wouldn't have been possible. But it was just absolutely a textbook delivery.
So within the implementation itself, quite often project managers, executives that are implementing the new tool, organizational change management, it's so important, but it sometimes gets forgotten about or is an afterthought. Could you walk us through, I guess, what the organizational change management process was and how that helped with the smoothness of the implementation?
Absolutely, yeah. So we took a UX-led approach with this. So essentially, this project kicked off with a team of UX designers that essentially went through and created user stories for our existing tool from our customers' point of view and also our internal staff members' point of view, capturing all of the strengths and all the pain points that we wanted addressed. We used that to feed into our tendering process, and essentially, once we had come to the actual decision of going ahead with Servicley, the team knew exactly what they were getting because all of their pain points were by and large addressed or had roadmaps for, and they were already on board. So that's the first part. But then there's the actual implementation, the change management itself during or during the 7-week sprint, for want of a better term, we essentially had daily engagement with our internal staff, which included coordination of customer communications, internal communications, coordination between the Servicley staff and also the Symbio staff as well, and also maintaining training and testing throughout our staff as well. So it was a very dynamic situation, but with the fact that we had such good engagement and it was constant and it was at the forefront of everybody's minds for 7 weeks, there was definitely some midnight oil burnt by some of our development teams, but that's normal.
Yep.
And very much we're very much thankful for, and that was on both ends. We got a fantastic outcome, and it was on time, and it was on the date that we committed to our customers.
So with Servicley now live, what workflows are you using in the platform, and how are they helping to drive productivity and efficiency improvements in the organisation?
Yeah, so what we did was during this 7-week sprint, we actually rationalised a lot of our workflows. We went from 80-something service catalogues down to 33. But we're able to maintain all of the same business processes, just rationalising it from that point of view, from the word go. That's where we got some initial efficiency and making it easier for our customers to get help, and also for our staff to service our customers as well.
So on a personal level, how is Servicley making a difference for Symbio?
So not long after we went live with the Servicley tool, and the team started to become a little bit more mature in how we use the tool. The biggest fundamental change has been the access to real-time information, which is easy to configure and is easy to personalize as well. So we have things like, for example, real-time dashboards that are used to manage our tickets, our changes, and any other interactions that come through. So we can have those dashboards published to our team leaders, and also to myself, so I can see at any given time on my mobile or on my computer how our service is tracking, or if there are any big spikes or troughs that I need to be aware of. This is something that it is fun, and I think this is where we are starting to make service management fun again, because we can actually see and start to play and configure exactly what we want to see and be alerted when we want to see it, which is and it's very easy. Like I'm no coder, but I can get in there and I can make my own dashboards and make my own reports and alerts as well, and I can be rest assured that it'll alert me when I need to know, which is a great peace of mind that's really come with this product. So that's one of the key points that has come out with the Servicley tool, is that we are able actually to empower our staff members to do what would be traditionally done by a developer. So as we become operationally mature in using this tool, our power users or our staff members will then be empowered to flourish and create their own processes and workflows and their own ways of doing things using their own creative input, which is, I think, where we'll really start to see it sing from an organisational point of view.
That's amazing to hear, like service management being fun again. So again, congratulations on achieving that milestone. Now, what are some of the challenges that telco organisations are facing in the market today?
Look, I think it's the key challenge is probably what I'd call the commoditization of service. And what I mean by that is service today it's a hygiene factor. It's got to work. It's got to be fast. It's got to be implicit. So whilst I get excited by service management and all the visibility and the management capability that we have, our customers just expect it to work.
Yep.
So being on the forefront of that and making that scalable and also keeping it operationally efficient is probably the key challenge in this space.
And how would you rate AI adoption and innovation across the industry?
Look, I think it's probably just past its infancy. There's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of capability out there, but in terms of having a high number of mature use cases, I think we're still getting there. It's a case of who can come up with the most reliable and scalable solution or set of solutions at this stage. But I think that we're probably at the cusp of being able to crack that, and it'll be really interesting to see it flourish once it does happen from an industry point of view.
So on customer centricity, it's such an important point for even Servicley as a software vendor. How does Symbio differentiate itself in what is a very crowded marketplace?
Yeah, so you're 100% right, and with a lot of services that do become, I suppose, commoditized, the biggest differentiation point is service.
Yep.
So it's enhancing your existing service, I believe. So what we're doing is we're taking an AI-led approach to enhance our existing service. So we already differentiate on that, but using AI to enhance and scale that so that we can do that en masse to help ourselves and also our customers scale faithfully and consistently.
And finally, Adrian, can you share some tips that you can share with executives and leaders, when they are looking to potentially bring in an AI-powered workflow platform to their organisation?
Look, I think the first thing is start simple, so start small and build your capability. And as you build your capability, your organisation will learn from that. That's not just from a development point of view, but also your staff members as well. So you're essentially teaching like a new way of working to people. So you've got to start small and bring everybody on that journey. That's probably number one. Number two is don't lose contact with your customers as well, because that's been a key piece of our success is working with our customers to validate and responding to any requests and queries that they have from a tool point of view. It keeps you at the forefront. It keeps people fresh and it keeps people developing and flourishing in that tool, and it brings everybody, your organisation and your customers, on that journey of AI.
Excellent. Well, yourself and the Symbio team have accomplished some amazing achievements and milestones with Servicley. We certainly value our partnership with yourself, Adrian, and the organisation. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to many more.
Thank you.